I hope I can say the same for Mr. D. Rajya now. Time management.
Thanks, sir. Sir, discussion on finance bill and appropriation bill completes the budget making process as far as Parliament is concerned. Sir, I asked the Finance Minister and the government to take note. This budget presented by this government has not generated hope in the minds of the people. It has not generated any enthusiasm. People are frustrated. They are asking, where is that promised Achadin? When is that Achadin going to come? That is the frustration which we see across the country. Why? The primary responsibility of any finance minister is to generate ways and means, to find out ways and means to generate revenue and ensure equitable distribution of the resources of the revenue. Sir, on one side, your government also believes in the philosophy that adjusting the fiscal deficit should rest on the poor people and the rich people should continue to have all exemptions, all concessions. That is your philosophy. And the previous government did have such a philosophy, and what happened to them, it is known to everybody. Now, if you continue to have this philosophy, and you will face the same destiny what the previous government faced. So the government will have to be sensitive towards the sufferings of common people. And I'm not talking about the concessions or the corporate tax reduction, all these things known. But there is cut on every head as far as physical infrastructure is concerned, as far as social infrastructure is concerned. And it is also known. Now, I'm not getting into the details, but I must tell you, in your budget, the only new thing which you have announced is the Micro Units Development Refinance Agency with a corpus of 20,000 crores. What is the mechanism? How this is going to be a successful one? Because over the years, successive governments, all governments have failed to realize the non-performing assets which run into thousands of crores, and you know better. And even the governments do not have the political courage and will to publish their names. That is the track record. Now, how do you guarantee this Micro Units Development Refinance Agency is going to be successful? And how you are going to contain the private money lenders? They are the biggest problem for the distress of Indian farming community, the farmers. This government will have to explain. Sir, in your finance bill, you talk about Swachh Bharat Cess. Swachh Bharat Cess. And it is said there shall be levied and collected in accordance with the provisions of this chapter a cess to be called the Swachh Bharat Cess, a service tax on all or any of the taxable services at the rate of 2%. What is this cess, and how are you going to share it with state governments, or it is exclusively for central government? What is your understanding of this cess, sir? Because it is time we will have to discuss the question of fiscal federalism. All right, we talk of cooperative federalism loudly, but it is not enough. Politically, it can be all right, But in real terms, you will have to discuss fiscal
Thank you very
federalism.
much. Thank
How you are going to share the resources with the state government.
Thank you, Mr.
Share the taxes with your state government.
Thank you very much,
And, sir, I will complete, sir.
1 minute more.
The last point is,
Okay.
you have talked about senior citizens welfare board. But the time has come, the government will have to address the universal social security network for our citizens. And they can be senior citizens, they can be construction workers, they can be tailoring workers, they can be unorganized, different sections. But what is the approach of the government to create an universal social service network?
Thank you, ma'am.
Finally, sir, finally, if,
Last and finally is
finally
two
this, for instance, this scheduled cost component plan, tribal sub-plan, has been reduced to 50,800 crores, sir. And you have created, I mean the government has created National Scheduled Cost Finance and Development Corporation. And what is its function? And how it is helping the scheduled caste entrepreneurs or the poor people. And this needs to be reviewed. And another thing, we have formulated affirmative action policy from the corporate sector. But what is the advisory you have given to CIA,
Thank you
FICCI,
much.
ASSOCHAM? And how are you monitoring this policy, how it is going to be implemented?
Thank
So
you.
these are some of the urgent issues. I am not getting into other issues. We made our speeches during budget debate.
Thank
Here,
you.
when we discuss finance bill and appropriation bill,
Dr. Balchan
these are the
Mungekar.
issues which you need to address. Thanks, sir.